There once was a young princess who emanated joy that took the room when she entered. Since she was born, all everyone said about her was what a magnetic child she was. Her smile forced one on a stranger's face. The energy she offered warmed even the coldest heart. If you met her, you felt like you knew her. You remembered her. Even at 6 years of age, she had an untamable grand personality and extraordinary dreams to match. Her greatest joy was spending time outdoors. She built sturdy homes stuffed with crunchy leaves for hedgehogs in the garden to give them a safe place to survive the winter. She constructed a stone altar for the fairy folk under a majestic oak tree in the woods behind her castle. Marbles were strategically placed by rock formations and under hazel bushes for elves to find. They regarded them as the most wonderful treasure. Even some of her toy furniture had found its way into the forest. Gnomes, of course, had a greater need for it than her dolls. In the fall, she collected chestnuts that lay on the side of the street, which she then took into the forest for deer to snack on. She was a thoughtful child, always looking out for those in need. The fact that it went beyond animals and humans was rather concerning for her parents, especially her father, the mighty king. He judged her behavior and imagination harshly. He feared that if she did not grow up immediately and stop talking to invisible friends, she would end up a lost cause, a drifter, a dark stain in the royal bloodline. To the king, the world was black and white, and residing in the rainbow-colored zone was deemed dangerous to the mental health of a growing mind. The kingdom he resided over was void of joy and color. Life was filled with business and social engagements. There was no room for creativity. As a matter of fact, it was seen as a weakness, and any expression thereof was a nuisance. The king did what the little princess loathed more than anything in the world. He put her in a box. No, not in a cardboard box to join the other dust-covered ones in the spooky attic, but a mental one. It was called Proper Societal Guidelines for a Young Girl. The princess rebelled and fought, but her attempts were futile. The pressure put on her by the king, queen, teachers, and so-called smart adults was eventually too much. She caved in. Her heart became heavy, and the light in her eyes dimmed. Wave after wave of sadness washed over her as she mourned the death of her old life. One day, the grief turned into anger, then apathy. Memories of her friends in the forest started to fade into nothingness, and she began to doubt they ever existed. The stone altar lay barren. No more flower crowns laid upon it. No trinkets lay hidden between the rocks. The wind of change had blown away the last remnants of the princess's magical childhood. Tiny chairs, tables, sofas, and teacups began to collect dust and mold in their hiding places beneath the pines.